A bankrupt country riddled with terrorism, political chaos, and military coup. Yet, it can get the United States senators to sign letters against India, plant stories in the New York Times, and secure billions of dollars in aid while pointing fingers at its neighbor. How? Pakistan may have failed as a nation, but it has succeeded brilliantly at one thing: lobbying. A strategic, ruthless, military-directed influence game in Washington DC that India has consistently underestimated. Today, we'll uncover how Pakistan built this influence empire in America and how India is finally beginning to respond.
Pakistan now lobbying for the Taliban regime after providing it military and logistical support.
Imran Khan government has reportedly hired the services of Texas-based Linden Strategies.
Look, Pakistan's global image today is not shaped by reality. It is shaped by strategy. Despite supporting terror networks, orchestrating coups, and silencing minorities, Pakistan has managed to shape the Western media narratives about Kashmir. It has continued to lobby for US aid. It has been influencing think tanks, political reports, and even US foreign policy to a certain extent. Meanwhile, India, despite being the world's largest democracy and a rising economic power, is repeatedly ambushed in these narratives. The Kashmir issue, the US CIRF rankings, even Ilhan Omar's visit to POK, these aren't random. They're the result of decades of investment by Pakistan in lobbying, diaspora networks, and covert influence building. So let's break this Pakistani machinery down piece by piece and understand what goes on. In 2024, Islamabad Policy Research Institute (IPRI), a think tank run by Pakistan's military, signed a $1.5 million annual contract with Team Eagle Consulting in the United States. Why? Officially to enhance the US-Pakistan relations. But this came just after US lawmakers began demanding the release of Imran Khan. The public in Pakistan was outraged. Why spend millions of taxpayer dollars during a national economic crisis when people have nothing to eat? Critics, including Maliha Lodhi, asked, was this diplomacy or was this a personal PR stunt by the military and the PTI? Stephen Payne, who now represents IPRI, also lobbied for Musharraf after 9/11. And this wasn't new. Pakistan's army had been playing this game for decades. In 2011, the FBI caught Syed Gulami Nabi Fai, a US citizen, secretly lobbying for Pakistan's ISI. He ran the Kashmiri American Council and organized congressional briefings and events pushing for Kashmir plebiscite. Over $4 million was funneled via straw donors to US political campaigns. Fai even sent reports directly to ISI handlers in Pakistan. His co-conspirator, Zahir Ahmad, had direct links to the ISI and Pakistan's health ministry. When arrested, Fai's cover was shattered. It revealed a deeply embedded influence network operating illegally under US law. This was not lobbying. It was espionage dressed as activism. Not all influence is also covert. Moeed Yusuf, then vice president at the US Institute of Peace, a taxpayer-funded think tank, mind you, was accused by analyst Christine Fair of pushing pro-Pakistan agendas. Later, Yusuf actually became Pakistan's national security advisor under Imran Khan. His case actually reveals how Pakistan blurs the lines between academic platforms and state influence. Christine Fair even approached the FBI and US House Oversight Committee, but her warnings were ignored. Nisar Chowdhury, a Pakistani American, was convicted in 2018 for secretly lobbying for Pakistan without registering under FARA. He used educational forums to push for Islamabad's agenda while hiding his affiliations. The Pakistani embassy continues to deny any FARA-registered agents, but diaspora channels and think tanks continue to do that work for Pakistan. Money is laundered via donors into platforms that appear to be very neutral. As a former diplomat once said, the military does not understand diplomacy. They only know how to push Kashmir, or hit India. Pakistan has also openly paid lobbying firms in Washington DC, and here is the proof of it. BLJ Worldwide, $50,000 per month. Former clients include dictators like Gaddafi and Assad. Linden Government Solutions helped Pakistan secure US aid and the F-16 deals. Javelin Advisors, tied to Trump insiders, hired to promote Pakistan's rare earth minerals. Holland and Knight paid $1.06 million upfront plus 88.5K a month to shape the regional discourse. These firms have influenced major US media outlets and orchestrated behind-the-scenes efforts to put pressure on India on Article 370, Kashmir, and human rights concerns. Another example, Operation Tupac is Pakistan's long-standing strategy to bleed India by 1,000 cuts. Another example, Disinfo Lab exposed how Pakistan used fronts like Justice for All, JFA, a Chicago-based group led by the Jamaat affiliates to push India into country of particular concern list and lobby via the Burma Task Force and IAMC. Apna, APPNA, a powerful physician network, spent over $330,000 lobbying in just 1 year. Politicians like Ilhan Omar, Jim Banks, and Sheila Jackson were allegedly influenced by these campaigns. Ilhan Omar even visited Pakistan occupies Kashmir and parroted Pakistan's narrative on American soil. After the Pahalgam terror attack, both India and Pakistan turned to Trump insiders for lobbying. India hired SHW partners for $1.8 million, led by Jason Miller. Pakistan, on the other hand, they tried to counter with Javelin partners at $500,000 a month to pitch rare earth diplomacy and regional stability narratives. Pakistan is aligning its minerals policy with the US strategic interests, hoping to make itself indispensable despite its internal collapse, especially since the US does not find it anymore helpful after Afghanistan exit. While Pakistan has mastered the art of influence, India's approach for so long has been passive, reactive, and bureaucratic. We rely on ambassadors and ministers, while Pakistan uses soldiers, spies, activists, and lawyers. But times are changing. India's new lobbying contracts, diaspora assertiveness, and counter-narrative platforms like Disinfo Lab show that early signs of fight back. We are doing something. Maybe not directly, but at least the citizens have. Yet this war will not be won on facts alone. It needs story, it needs a strategy, and it needs a spine. The next time a US newspaper cries foul over Kashmir or a lawmaker questions Indian democracy, look deeper, question everything. There's a lobby behind the voice, and the louder it is, the more likely it is paid for by Islamabad. If you found this breakdown important, please share it. The war of perception is real, and it is being fought every day in Washington, London, and Geneva. At Bodh, we are simplifying complexity and revealing the truth behind the headlines. We put a lot of resources behind this. Please subscribe to it. Less than 1% of you have actually subscribed to the channel, and do let us know what you thought about this in the comment section below.